Hey guys, it's Flawkes, and this is Cardi's run. I think it's pronounced Cardi's. I only end up using one team and no revives as far as I can remember. This team is pretty self-explanatory, I guess. I mean, Maxwell leader because I'm planning to just burst down the whole. I plan to just burst down the whole trial, honestly, because I found out Zebra and Cardi's both are not crit resistant. So that's pretty much the green light to just go nuts. And then you have Narza for the required damage mitigation because I don't think it's actually possible to one-shot Cardi's because he does have quite a bit of HP, in all honesty. It's just, yeah, 2 turns for sure. You can do it in 2 turns. So that's why Narza's there. Plus, it helps that Narza also has that buff where you regain or your BB fills when you get hit. So that's perfect for bosses with like multiple AoE hits and just fills your entire party's BB up. The most critical part of this team, you know, besides Maxwell lead, would be Sodus. Sodus is a huge light buffer. He buffs 70% attack spark damage. I kept trying to say attack. He buffs 70% spark damage and 40% attack to light. That attack buff is only to light units, and the spark damage is just to any element or any unit on your party. So technically, Sodus in this case is better than like an Elza, for instance. Even though Elza and Sodus have the same spark buff, but you get the extra 40% boost in attack, and he's light type, perfect for this dungeon because Cardi's is dark, so more damages, yay. And then Azael because Azael just hits like a dump truck. There's no other way to put it. Of course, instead of Azael, you could have used. I wouldn't really recommend Lilith because she would still work, but at this point, I don't think she has quite the stats to hit that hard. Azael hits much harder. He has higher attack stat, and he has a higher multiplier on his SBB. So that's why Azael was there to fill in the last position, or the second last position. The last position being Tillith, actually. Funny enough, Tillith is actually really useful for these fights. When you want, say, like a crit squad, you can't bring enough Fujin potions to fill your entire party's BB. So what you can do instead is use Tillith. Tillith will fill, I forgot a number now. I think it's 40 Brave Crystals to your entire party. So it's like multiplying your Fujin, I guess. So you invest 1 Fujin potion into her, and then she'll give your entire party 40 Brave Crystals each. So that's pretty huge. And plus she heals. So she's like a heal and Fujin, and 5 Fujins together. Yeah. She's really useful. The only problem is that she's only a 5-star, so a little on the squishy side, but she's okay if you give her something like, you know, not a Leg 1. Leg 1's okay. Leg 1 would work, but I would recommend Dravis, just because it gives HP and defense, so it's pretty much just like all you need, and prevents status ailments, but not too big of a deal here. I just needed it for the HP and defense boost, but yeah. I think I already missed the point slightly earlier in the video where I Fujined Tillith, but what I should have done was try an eyeball and guess who else Tillith might not be able to completely refill their SBB for. So earlier, I think it was my own Maxwell on the bottom right corner, and then my Sodus. I don't think either of them had SBB. They were very close, but they didn't have SBB. But by then I had already used Tillith's BB, so I couldn't use my items anymore. And I'm pretty sure that was my chance to just one-shot, or sorry, not one-shot, but like to finish off Cardi's. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how you would two-shot it, but unfortunately, I didn't actually check that. I didn't eyeball that. I wasn't even home when I was doing this. I was doing this on the go. I was tethering my Wi-Fi. But I didn't want to do it again, and I was just like, screw it. It just took like what 4 or 5 turns instead. It's still good. I don't really care. And in all honesty, this dungeon really was not that much of a challenge. Again, it's because of the units that were provided. Like at this point in time, with the content that's being released, with the units that we have, a little too easy. But yeah, I just wanted to get this over with. It's just like, oh, what a joke. But yeah, hey, I mean, you know, yeah, now you can go spam like Staya's dungeon, or I think Gallant's next. You can spam the elemental heroes if you haven't got them already. Pretty sure this is like a hint that the 6 stars are coming out. So I mean, if you don't have them, or if you want a horde or just collect all the units, then go for it. Now's the time to farm for like an anima or breaker or whatever you want. So yeah, there you have it. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.